It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 30. What a terrific return.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special teams set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
Gun. 12.
Right to the air is Burrow. And his first look is incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Burrow will throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone. And did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. Mixon going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Chubb. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. They can repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Bengals had 8-3 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
11, MT,
to throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Here we go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
12.
They go play action with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
To try again after the sack. Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
All right, Parker, Deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Watson going to keep it again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Chase Claypool. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
11.
Here's Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Here we go.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
11 MP pace. 11 MP pace. Gotta go.
Now Joe Burrow on third and long. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TV. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick-6.
Yeah, he was trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special team. Down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll run for it. Chubb. They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. From the 36, Watson over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They run it again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
1-1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 MP.
Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MC.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
11, 11, 11, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, it's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The York on now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Browns 35, Bengals 30.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
11 empty.
Burrow on play action. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on 2nd. Do they have the heart on 3rd? And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bengals have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough to...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Touchdown, Browns. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against...
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On one, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11 MT.
Burrow will throw. Here's Higgins out of the right side.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
11 mighty.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Touchdown, Bengals. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
11. 12.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
152 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go left side on the ground with, oh no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Watson off play action. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Elliott never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
11 empty.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try to put the ball in the end zone yourself.
To throw, Watson.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now Watson.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watson to throw. Locates Claypool on the crossing route.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Here's Watson.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as